Hey everyone, this is Paul from Yoga for Disc Golf. Today we're going to do a quick, say 5, maybe at most 10-minute warm up that you can do when you get to the course before your round. Get your core going, get the blood moving through your legs, all of this without needing a mat. So this is just something you can do when you get to the course. It might be a little more advanced in terms of needing a little bit of balance. So if you have trouble with the balance stuff, I'll show a couple modifications. However, it will require getting on the floor and stuff like that. Or you can just do more yoga for disc golf videos and improve your balance. So let's get into it. So first what we're gonna do is plant your feet right next to each other. Your big toes touch, your heels touch, and you're gonna raise your arms overhead and put your butt back like you're sitting down into a chair. And from here, you're gonna step your right foot back a nice distance back into a high lunge, okay? And then take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring your right knee forward and up, and at the same time, bring your arms down into a crunch. So ready? Inhale to step your leg back. Exhale, bring your arms down, bring your knee up, and crunch. We're gonna do 5 of these. Step back. Exhale, crunch. 4 more. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to step back. Exhale, come up. Inhale, step back. Exhale to come up. I lost count. Inhale to step back. We'll call this the last one. And exhale to come up. Bring your feet back down next to each other. Take your arms up overhead. Sit back into the chair. And now step your left leg back into a lunge. Feel a nice strong outer right hip here. And as you exhale, bring your right or your left knee up. Bring your arms down. Inhale to step back. All this motion and balance is coming from your right hip here, okay? So that's where you wanna feel your balance. That's where you wanna feel the strength of your movement. So exhale to come up. Inhale, step back. Exhale to come up. Inhale, step it back. Exhale to come up. Inhale, step it back. Exhale to come up. Bring your feet down next to each other. So next, we're going to step ourselves wide apart, about 4 feet in between your feet. Feet a little bit open. So they're pointing away from your body a little bit. And what we're gonna do is keep your palms together and lean out over to your right, bending. Feel a nice stretch through your left inner leg there. Come back up. And then using your left leg to bend down. And feel a nice stretch through your inner right here. Push back up. Push down through stretch down to the right. Push back up. One more to the left. Come back up. Now parallel your feet. And hinging at the hips, place your hands on your hips. Now hinging at your hips, lean forward. Keep your eyes ahead, forward ahead. And keep leaning, hinging from the hips towards the ground. Feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings. Try to keep your back straight. You want your forehead to come towards the floor right in front of you. And just go until you feel your lower back starting to round. Come back off that a little bit so you keep a flat back and just feel the stretch. We're going to hold here for a little bit. Couple breaths. Okay, now place your hands on your hips. And then from your hips, bring your body back up to a stand. Bring your feet together. And now put your weight into your left foot and bring your right leg up your left as high as you can. If you can't balance on your left, just keep your toes on the ground and heel on the inside of your left leg here, right heel on the inside of your left leg here. Or you can bring your foot up into a tree pose and balance. This is good for stabilizing your core, opening your hips up a little bit. Just gonna have a couple breaths here. And now this next part, if you don't have perfect balance yet, or it's hard for you to get this leg up, you can lay on the ground and cross your right leg over your left. And actually, I'll just have to show you. So anyway, from here, we're going to take our right leg, we're gonna cross it over our left here, left ankle over your right leg. And we're gonna sit back into a chair. And then once you've reached your deepest point that you're feeling a nice stretch through your right hip here, go ahead and lean forward. It'll deepen that stretch. Bring your elbows out in front of your knee. And just find a comfortable place and breathe into the stretch here. If you have the stretch, just hold it for a second. After this is over, I'll show you what to do if you can't find the stretch. Okay, if you have trouble with the balance there, I'm gonna take 1 second here to show you what to do. So you can lay down on the floor. You can take your right ankle over your left knee, okay? Then reach in between this hole here and place your hands about an inch or two below your left knee. Then you can pull in as you lay back here. You want your head and neck on the ground, back flat. Then you can just pull and you'll find that stretch through your right outer hip there. But if you're still working with me, stand, toes together, heels together, and now move your weight into your right foot. Bring your left leg up onto the inside of your right thigh for a tree pose. Find the balance, open your hip, bring your core stable forward, hands together. Take a couple breaths here. Now cross your left ankle over your right. If you don't have the balance, lie on the floor, cross your left over your right, and do what we just talked about. Now sit back into that chair, and once you find your stretch, you can go ahead and lean a little bit forward. Bring your elbows to rest on your shin, or maybe a bit in front of it. And just breathe into that nice hip flexor stretch there. or outer hip stretch. All right, now come back up into stand. I know there's not a lot of upper body warm up in here because I don't really want to get down on the ground if I don't have a mat. But one thing you can do is do the little gym class stretch, or your left arm out in front of your body, cross your right elbow under your left arm, and pull it together. If you don't feel much stretch in your outer shoulder here, you can take your hands and try to cross them again at the wrists and work towards that. Push your elbows out in front of you, lift them up a little. That all deepens the stretch. So then we'll come back, right arm out in front of you, cross your left under at the elbow, then pull it together, cross if you can, reach your elbows out and up, and then you can release it. So this is a nice warm-up you can do once you get to the course. It'll only take you a couple minutes, and I feel like it'll be good to get your blood flowing. There's enough good stretching in there in your hips, a little bit in your shoulders there. Get warmed up, try to stay injury-free, and feel good when you're out on the course. So thanks for watching. If you feel like you need some help in your balance, I have some, a beginner series that I started and then kind of fell off because life got in the way. But I'm starting to put out some new videos now and just follow along. Thanks.